right, welcome into another episode of March Madness opening weekend betting strategy game plan. This is the second part of the final. I am a lost traveler. Just another option for potential March Madness betting strategy. Let's get into it. So profit versus pleasure. The question as old as time. Are we looking for profit? Are we looking for pleasure? Are we looking for both? I think the sole purpose is to make money, and good thing that is for me, and hopefully that is for you. Then this PowerPoint is for you as well. This is not going to be enjoyable. That's what we get when we're trying to make money. It's not as enjoyable compared to the underdog strategy, which is pretty fun to watch, pretty fun to root for. This one is not going to be the same. It's very sweaty. It's the same thrill as the underdog strategy, just in a worse way. So we're probably going to lose a couple years off our life with this one. It's a little sweatier, like I said. But yeah, what is it, you may be asking? So what's the damage? And here it is, plain and simple. First half unders. First half unders. Every single game, round one. Of course, I got to have some data to back up these claims. I'll be straight up honest, it's very hard to find this data. And this is where, and Liam, I know you'll probably be watching this, but this is where I think your brain and your acoustic tendencies could potentially lead us into a potential business plan, business idea here. And that is an easy way and quick way to find the odds of past games. I don't know why it's almost impossible to look back 2 years ago and find the odds for, I don't know, whatever game in March Madness, whatever game in general. I want to know the lines for the Super Bowl in 2007. Like, can I find that easily? It's hard for me to make data without easily accessing those lines. I don't care if it's super accurate. I don't care if it's opening line, closing line. Don't really care. I just want some sort of guide to where that line was. So that's what's making this very difficult. The underdog strategy is a little easier to find because you just know what teams won as underdogs for the most part. The first half unders, again, it's not a very well-known, it's not like you go to DraftKings and the first thing you look at is first half unders. When you go to DraftKings, the first thing you look at is the money lines, the spreads, the totals, not the first half unders. So it's just very hard to find. But I did find a little bit data. It is a little bit all over the place, but I think it's enough to make it semi-statistically, what's the word? I don't know, proven. So in 2023, first round, first half unders went 18 and 14, so 56%. Profitable, but not fantastic. I mean, you need to be around 55% to be profitable, so you're probably up a unit probably from that. Since 2018, and this is excluding 2023, so 2018, 2019, 2021, and 2022, it went 84 and 57 and 2 in the first round. That's at 59%. And then again, I told you this data was kind of all over the place. I found an article back that dated the 2011 and 12 season as well as the 12 and 13 season. Again, it's really hard to find. I try to find every single year, and it would have taken me 10 hours, and I don't want to do that. Then 2011 through 2013, so 2 seasons there, 42 and 20 in the first round. Again, that number doesn't quite add up. That's only 62. We are missing a couple games, but 68% for first half unders. Not bad. As always, I like adding a little bit of twist. A little bit of twist to potentially add a little bit more profit. As of right now, our current first half unders just blindly on every single game would be profitable. Again, last year, and then from 2018 through 2022 would have been profitable, and then those 2 years in the early 2010s would have been profitable. But we want better than 55%. That's not good enough. That's barely breaking even. I got bills to pay. I have rent to pay. I need to make some money so my wife doesn't divorce me. We need to be better than 55%. And at the end of the day, we're all greedy, right? We want more. So what's this twist? What's the twist? We exclude the 1 and 3 seed games in the first round. So that is, what's that? 4, 8. That's 16 games. Is that right? No. My math is so bad. That's 12 games we're excluding. Don't want those games in here. In 2023, if we look at that, Excluding the 1 and 3 seeds, it went 15 and 5, 75%. Now we're talking profit. That's every single first half under in the first round, besides the 1 verse 16, 2 verse 15, and 3 verse 14. 75%. Beautiful. Does this continue? Well, it sure does. 1 and 3 seeds went 3 and 9. Each region actually went 1 and 3 for the 1 and 3 seeds. So that's not profitable. So let's just cut the loose change out. Get rid of those 1 and 3 games. Let's keep looking at it. Again, looking at the 2020 or 2011, 2013 data, again, I probably should have done a little bit more data research. It's just very hard to find, like I said. But in 2011 and 13, they also posted about this. 31 and 7 to the unders. That's without the 1 and 3 seeds. That's 82%. The 1 and 3 seeds, again, not profitable. Went 11 and 13 in those 2 years. Again, that's 24. So that math does add up. So did we find something there? What if we could add a twist to the twist? Now, this is not as much of an additional twist. This may be for, I have one name in mind, and it is Nick, who doesn't buy my bullshit, but might buy these couple games, or probably be, four or maybe 6 games that fit this criteria that you'd be like, oh, yeah, maybe I'll just dabble with that. I don't trust this white guy completely, but maybe I can dabble with a smaller betting pool. So if you don't want to ride every single under, then this is for you, Nick. Since 2011, so the last 13 seasons, games tipping off before 1 p.m., the first half unders hitting at 60%, 59, 36, and 3. So it is better than that overall 55%. So again, if you don't want to do every single first half under besides the 1 and 3 seeds, then just do the games that tip off before 1 p.m. I believe that is standard Eastern time. That's going to be my guess. That's actually a really good question. I haven't looked into that. Like, does the West Coast games? That's a good question. But anyways, at least the Eastern time, any game before 1 p.m. could potentially be a first half under for you. And the good thing about this is we can do both. And this doesn't mean about today's presentation, but it means about today's presentation and yesterday's presentation. We can do both sweating the first half and the end of every single game. We have 64 potential first round sweats in the first round sweats. We have the first half unders as well as every single underdog. So we potentially have a sweat at the end of each half and a sweat at the end of each game. That's why we do it. And I think we could do both strategies. We can root for the underdog and we can root for defense in the first half in every single game. And I think both ways, one of them is going to be profitable. Again, the underdog one is a really risky one because a couple years are just devastating, like minus 16 units. The first half unders, I think, is going to be right around, if it doesn't hit profit, it'll be just negative. So there's another strategy. Again, thank you for your time and your consideration. It is 7:38 in the morning right now, so I'm kind of blabbering. But I wanted to get this out to you. We do have 2 games today. These do include the play-in games. So we have 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow. I'm going to start doing both strategies today, the underdog and the first half unders. Hopefully this was knowledgeable, entertaining. Good luck, good scores, Godspeed.